A live look at the Flaps in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. You want to talk about seeing the field. Last time out, better than 70% completion and more than 400 yards through the air.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to reach the college football playoff, David. I think people around him need to step up, and that's going to be, I think, critical in this game.
It's critical the rest of the season. Like you said, the mulligans are gone. You've had a couple of bad performances, but I think they've learned, too, what they do well, and he had a good week last week. Build on it. No more room for error. Everyone step up. Like you said, the run game get better. Receivers make plays. And then see where this season goes.
Defense a little too eager. And that's an encroachment penalty. 5 yards for the offense. Line getting set on second down. Hits inside. It's Keys. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Turns up, it's Keys. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So NC State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
You know, as I look at this team now, as we kind of gear ahead, David, and look forward to the college football playoff, I think this team has a chance. And the reason why is because of their offensive line and their ability to run the football. They can line up against top defenses in the country with the best players, and they can run the football. They can get it done and out-physical people, and that's a huge key for them. It's such an advantage on offense when it all starts up front with the 5 guys like they have.
Especially when it gets later in the season, the games get harder, you get banged up, the weather changes, the physicality travels. On the road, at home, if you can run the football, if you can dominate up front, you got a chance to win the whole thing.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's past the sticks. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Wants to throw one first. The screen, he's got wheels. Turning it on. The 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to throw it. The screen, and watch out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Left side is Gentry. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So they have a completion, but not much yardage to show for it as they are looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Makes the grab at the 10. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the... Game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Just feeds the running back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He'll run it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And send the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Touchdown Wolfpack, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Sells to fake. Fires complete on the crosser. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd down to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the back. Got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, I caught up with the Wolfpack head coach coming out of the locker room. He is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent. and how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Handoff again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Direct snap. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Stop right there.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again here.
There's a crease. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He's heading up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to do it himself. Pass to 6. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. There he goes. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Here's a little room there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Working the ground game. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball. Touchdown, NC State! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Keeps it looking for room. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Going long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. The give and tick, 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 tick. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Breaks into the open. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll run it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll ride him again. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.